Welcome to my YouTube channel CBSE Biology. Today I am going to discuss sexual reproduction in flowering plants. It is for class 12 and the content is based on NCERT. Let's begin the class. So this is the name of chapter, sexual reproduction in flowering plant. It is for class 12. This is part 1. Actually मैं इस चैप्टर को टोटल 4 पार्ट में कंप्लीट करूंगा एंड इट इज बेस्ड ऑन एनसीईआरटी. ओके, लेट्स बिगिन विद अ रिकैप. व्हाट इज फ्लावर? आपने 11th में पढ़ा होगा फ्लावर किसको कहते हैं, फ्लावर क्या है. सो लेट्स हैव अ रिकैप. फ्लावर्स आर एक्चुअली मॉडिफाइड सूट that develop from floral primordia. Floral primordia first develop into floral bud, then into flower, right? And it is very common to us that flower is reproductive part of plant. Androecium is male reproductive part, and the gynoecium is female reproductive part. Androecium is composed of a stamen, and gynoecium is composed of carpel. So just have a look on the diagram of flower. You can see the different parts of flower here. Begin from here. This is peduncle, receptacle, sepals. You already studied in class 11. These are petals, and this structure, this long structure is stamen, and the group of a stamen is androecium, right? And this one, see this one is pistil. In flower, female reproductive organ is gynoecium, whereas the male reproductive organ is a stamen. In this part, I am going to discuss about female reproductive organ और gynoecium. इस पार्ट में हम लोग पढ़ेंगे gynoecium के बारे में. पार्ट 2 में जब हम लोग देखेंगे तो वहां हम लोग पढ़ेंगे stamen. तो लेट्स बिगिन द gynoecium. So this is gynoecium. You can see in this flower also centrally located. This one, see, this is gynoecium. It is the female reproductive part. Mind it, gynoecium फूल का female reproductive part होता है, and it may have a single pistil. When it is having single pistil, it is called monocarpellary. कई बार एक से ज्यादा होगा तब उसे multicarpellary कहेंगे. So it may have a single pistil, monocarpellary, or more than one pistil, multicarpellary. Multicarpellary में भी condition होते हैं whether they may be syncarpous or apocarpous. If pistils are fused together, this is syncarpous. If they are free from each other, it is apocarpous, right? You can see the diagram here. This is the pistil of hibiscus, very familiar flower. ये चाइना रोज है, आसानी से आसपास आपको मिल जाएगा, वहां आप देख सकते हो. This is the pistil, right? And this one is the multicarpellary syncarpous pistil. Syncarpous means इसके सारे pistil आपस में फ्यूज हो चुके हैं. और ये जो आपको दिख रहा है ये multicarpellary apocarpous ovary है, pistil है, जिसके सारे pistils बिल्कुल अलग अलग हैं, सारे carpels अलग अलग हैं, ये फ्यूज्ड बिल्कुल नहीं है. So in multicarpellary, the pistils may be fused together condition is called syncarpous, or free from each other, that is apocarpous, right? Now see the diagram. This one pistil. Each pistil has three parts. See here, stigma, style, and this one the basal swollen part, ovary. तो किसी भी पिस्टल में आपको तीन पार्ट्स मिल जाते हैं. एक स्टिग्मा जो ऊपर में बिल्कुल दिखेगा, यहाँ लैंडिंग प्लेटफॉर्म फॉर पॉलन ग्रेन्स, क्योंकि जब पॉलिनेशन होगा पॉलन ग्रेन यहीं आएंगे. समझना बिल्कुल आसान है. जब पॉलिनेशन होगा, पॉलिनेशन का मतलब ये है कि जब स्टेमन के अंदर पॉलन ग्रेन बनेगा, देन देयर इज ट्रांसफर ऑफ पॉलन ग्रेन फ्रॉम दैट एंथर टू अ स्टिग्मा. दिस इज पॉलिनेशन. तो पॉलन ग्रेन को कौन रिसीव करेगा? तो स्टिग्मा इज हियर. यहाँ स्टिग्मा है, वो उस पॉलन को रिसीव करेगा. सो स्टिग्मा is the landing platform for pollen grains. Okay. The second part is a style. You see the style. This is long. You can see this elongated, slender part beneath the stigma. Stigma के ठीक नीचे लंबी पाइप जैसी नली आप देख रहे हैं. This is called style, right? और यहाँ नीचे की ओर आप यहाँ देखो, एट द बेसल पोर्शन यू कैन सी, बेसल पोर्शन इस जगह पे आप देखोगे, दिस बेसल बल्ज्ड पार्ट इज ओवरी, राइट? सो ईच पिस्टिल हैज थ्री पार्ट्स. स्टिग्मा, इट इज लैंडिंग प्लेटफॉर्म फॉर पॉलन ग्रेन्स. स्टाइल, दिस इज elongated slender part beneath the stigma. And the ovary, it is the basal bulge part. Inside ovary you will find ovule. तो उस ओवरी के अंदर आपको ओव्यूल मिलता है, राइट? A stigma is receptive surface for the pollen grain. pollen यहीं आके चिपकेंगे. A style, ये कनेक्टिंग ट्यूब जैसा है जो कि स्टिग्मा और ओवरी के बीच में है. Actually it is slender part, elongated, tube like, which provide path for the growing pollen tube. यानी जब यहाँ pollen आएंगे, germinate करेगा. When pollen germinate, they will produce pollen tube. तो pollen tube इसी रास्ते से नीचे की ओर ओवरी के अंदर ओव्यूल तक जाने की कोशिश करता है. तो this also provide pathway, right? And the tissue of a style also provide nutrition to this growing pollen tube. तो ये बिल्कुल पाइपलाइन जैसा आपको दिख रहा है. This is style. Okay. So now it is, I think it is clear. The stigma has three parts: stigma, style, and ovary, right? And inside ovary you will find ovule, right? Now see this. Inside the ovary, अभी मैंने आपको बताया कि ओवरी के अंदर you will find ovule. Inside the ovary is the ovarian cavity, that is also known as locule, in which placenta is located. Placenta, ये वर्ड आपने 11 में पढ़ा होगा. जब आप प्लेसेंटेशन पढ़ते हैं तो ये प्लेसेंटा वर्ड वहां पढ़ाया जाता है. प्लेसेंटा क्या है? इट इज अ मास ऑफ सेल्स. वो टिश्यू पैड की तरह है, which provide attachment for ovule with the wall of ovary. तो आपने वहां पढ़ा हुआ है. So inside the ovary is the ovarian cavity, locule, in which placenta is located, right? Arising from the placenta are the ovules. Ovules are also known as megasporangia. You can see this ovule. ये ovule है, and ovule is attached with the wall of ovary by placenta. placenta के जरिए यहाँ जुड़ा है, right? So arising from placenta, you can see, यहाँ आप देख सकते हैं, arising from placenta are ovule, and this ovule is also known as megasporangia, right? The number of ovule in an ovary may be one, as in case of wheat, paddy, mango, और ये एक से ज्यादा भी हो सकता है, इट मे बी मेनी, लाइक पपाया, वाटरमेलन, ऑर्किड एक्सेट्रा. सो द नंबर ऑफ ओव्यूल्स इन एन ओवरी मे बी वन. जैसा कि आप व्हीट में देखोगे, पैडी में, मैंगो में ओव्यूल के अंदर ओव्यूल सिंगल ओव्यूल ओवरी के अंदर मिलेगा, बट पपाया में, वाटरमेलन में, इसमें देखोगे तो एक से ज्यादा ओव्यूल आपको मिलेंगे. ओके, so number of ovule is also variable in plant. Okay, now see this. Ovule is attached to the placenta by, see the structure of ovule, see this is the ovule, and ovule is attached to the placenta by a stalk. You can see here, this is the ovule, right? This is also ovule. Ovule है ये. अब इसका अटैचमेंट अगर आप देखोगे वॉल के साथ, तो एक छोटा स्टॉक की तरह दिख रहा है ये चीज. See this one, this is called funicle. So ovule is attached to the placenta by a funicle. You can see funicle here also. See this funicle, same funicle you can find here, funicle, right? यहाँ भी देख सकते हैं, this is ovule and it is attached with the placenta, and this is the stalk that is called funicle, right? Now see, this is the body of ovule. Junction between the body of ovule and funicle is called hilum. See this hilum, this is hilum. Hilum means the point or the place where funicle attached with the body of ovule. यानी जिस जगह पे ये funicle ovule की body से जुड़ रहा है, that point is called, that junction is called hilum, right? अब इसमें protective layer आप देखें. Each ovule has one or two protective envelope that are called integuments. One or two protective envelopes, integuments, except at the tip where a small opening is present. You can see this is small opening, micropyle. ये small opening है यहाँ, micropyle इसको बोलते हैं. तो इस जगह पे केवल integument नहीं होगा, otherwise integument आपको हर जगह मिलेगा. Integument two layer में है, outer integument and the inner one is inner integument. So ovule may have one or two protective envelope. In this diagram you can see integument is in two layered, outer and inner, right? And this integument is absent at here at micropyle region, right? Now see this. Opposite to the micropyle, this is the micropyle, see the pointer, micropyle, इसके opposite के part को chalazal pole या chalazal end कह सकते हैं. So opposite the micropylar end is the chalaza or basal part. So you can see chalaza pole, it is just opposite to the micropyle. You can see this is the micropyle and just opposite to it this is the chalazal end, right? So I think बात समझ में आ गई होगी कि ओव्यूल जो है वो एक स्टॉक लाइक स्ट्रक्चर फ्यूनिकल के जरिए प्लेसेंटा से जुड़ा रहता है. यहाँ आप देख सकते हैं. एंड द जंक्शन बिटवीन द बॉडी ऑफ ओव्यूल एंड फ्यूनिकल इज कॉल्ड हाइलम. ओव्यूल में आपको मिलता है आउटर इंटेगमेंट, इनर इंटेगमेंट, और ये कवर होता है, ये कवरिंग है, प्रोटेक्टिव एनवेलप्स आर, and you can see here. So each ovule has one or two protective envelope except at the tip where a small opening micropyle is present, and just opposite to micropyle end you will find chalaza or basal part, right? Now see, अभी तक आपने देखा व्हाट इज हाइलम, व्हाट इज फ्यूनिकल, व्हाट इज माइक्रोपाइल, व्हाट इज माइक्रोपाइलर एंड इंटेगमेंट देख लिया. अब आगे enclosed within the integument के अंदर आप देखोगे there is a mass of cell. See this outer one, mass of cell. This mass of cell is called nucellus, and its cells contain reserve food material. Its cells contain reserve food material, right? So this is nucellus. Inside the nucellus, you will find this one, the green one, embryo sac. Embryo sac you can say, or you can also say female gametophyte. तो nucellus के अंदर आपको ये embryo sac मिलेगा, right? And ovule generally has a single embryo sac. किसी भी ovule में generally एक ही होता है embryo sac, and that formed from a megaspore. So an ovule generally has a single embryo sac. This one, the structure just inner to the nucellus. This is embryo sac. So normally एक ही होता है. An ovule generally has a single embryo sac और उसका development होना है megaspore से. So an ovule generally has a single embryo sac formed from a megaspore, right? Now see how the development of embryo sac occurs from megaspore. So let's see megasporogenesis. अब हम लोग देखेंगे कि कैसे embryo sac या female gametophyte का development होता है, and the process of this female gametophyte development is known as megasporogenesis. So we can define like this. It is the formation of megaspores from megaspore mother cell. Okay. Ovules generally differentiate a single megaspore mother cell. MMC means, see this, megaspore mother cell in the micropylar region. Means where? Suppose this one is the micropylar end. ये बाहर में जो सेल्स आपको दिख रहे हैं, these are the cells of nucellus. और nucellus के अंदर अगर आप देखोगे तो micropylar end की ओर there is a development of megaspore mother cell. So we will generally differentiate a single megaspore mother cell in the micropylar region of the nucellus. तो nucellus में micropylar region की ओर एक सेल का डेवलपमेंट होगा that behave as मेगास्पोर मदर सेल, जो कि मेगास्पोर मदर सेल जैसा बिहेव करता है. अब ये होता कैसा वो देख लो. मेगास्पोर मदर सेल, इट इज अ लार्ज सेल, आकार में थोड़ा बड़ा, साइटोप्लाज्म डेंस होगा इसका, एंड हैविंग अ प्रोमिनेंट न्यूक्लियस. सो इट इज अ लार्ज सेल containing dense cytoplasm and a prominent nucleus, right? Now see, this megaspore mother cell undergoes meiosis. Mind it, undergoes meiosis to produce 4 megaspores. See this? This one is the megaspore mother cell, right? And this divide to form 4 megaspore. You can see in this diagram 1, 2, 3, 4 megaspores by meiosis. Okay? तो अभी आपको यहाँ समझना है इसकी प्लॉइडी. न्यूसेलस डिप्लॉइड है, मेगास्पोर मदर सेल इज आल्सो डिप्लॉइड, बट आफ्टर मायोसिस, अब मायोसिस के बाद जब ये मेगास्पोर टेट्राड बनेंगे, दे ऑल बिकम हैप्लॉइड. सो मेगास्पोर मदर सेल undergoes meiosis to produce 4 megaspores. You just see in this diagram, right? Now see, अभी आप देखेंगे कि कैसे इससे पूरा का पूरा फीमेल गैमेटोफाइट बन जाता है, वो समझने की कोशिश करेंगे. आफ्टर द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ दिस मेगास्पोर टेट्राड, राइट, व्हाट्स हैपन in most of the cases, in majority of the flowering plant, what's happen, only one मेगास्पोर इज फंक्शनल, 4 में से सिर्फ एक ही फंक्शनल होगा, रेस्ट डिजनरेट. So in majority of flowering plant, 1 megaspore is functional while other 3 degenerate. So see in this diagram, 4 यहाँ दिखेगा, 1 2 3 4, टोटल 4 मेगास्पोर हैं. इसमें से 3 degenerate करेगा, 3 degenerates and only 1 become functional. So in most of the cases 1 megaspore is functional while the other 3 degenerates. The functional megaspore develop into female gametophyte. ये functional megaspore जो है, इसी का काम अब होगा female gametophyte बनाना. But how? Let's see. The embryo sac formation from a single megaspore is called monosporic development of female gametophyte. Right? अभी आपको क्या बताया, फिर से सुने. Out of 4 megaspore tetrad, 3 degenerates, 1 remain functional. Okay, since 1 remain functional and this functional megaspore will develop the entire female gametophyte. So there is development of complete embryo sac from this single megaspore, functional megaspore. That's why it is called monosporic development of female gametophyte. Sometimes it is asked in exam, develop, how embryo sac develop from this functional megaspore. अभी हम लोग उसको देखेंगे. क्वेश्चन कभी कभी आएगा, एक्सप्लेन मोनोस्पोरिक डेवलपमेंट ऑफ फीमेल गैमेटोफाइट, तो आपको ऐसे एक्सप्लेन करना होगा. Now see how this single functional megaspore develop the entire female gametophyte. Let's see what's happened. See this. Read the lines. The nucleus of functional megaspore divides mitotically to form 2 nuclei. See this, 1 and 2. 2 nuclei move towards opposite pole. So the nucleus of functional megaspore divides mitotically to form 2 nuclei. They move to opposite pole. एक माइक्रोपाइलर एंड की ओर, दूसरा चैलेजल एंड की ओर. ये मूवमेंट इसका होगा. एंड द न्यूक्लियाई अगेन डिवाइड 2 times. Mind it, forming 4 nucleate and 8 nucleate stages of the embryo sac. So first time 2 nucleate, next 4. Overall 4 micropylar end की ओर, 4 chalazal end की ओर. Right? So the nuclei again divide 2 times, forming 4 nucleate and 8 nucleate stages of the embryo sac. Right? These divisions are free nuclear. मतलब ये है कि न्यूक्लियस डिवीजन होगा लेकिन सेल वॉल का फॉर्मेशन नहीं होगा. These divisions are free nuclear, that is nuclear divisions are not followed immediately by cell wall formation. Right? Now what's happened after this? इसके बाद क्या होगा? One nucleus from micropylar end come to the center forming upper polar nuclei. One from the chalazal end move towards the center forming the another polar nuclei. Right? तो मूवमेंट के बाद you will find 3 nuclei at each pole. Right? तो यहाँ यही होना है, 4 दोनों अपोजिट पोल पे है, 4 nuclei are at opposite pole. तो 4 में से एक out of 4, 1 moves towards the center from micropylar end, 1 nucleus from the chalazal end also move to the center forming 2 polar nuclei. Right? अब आगे देखें क्या होता है. So now what's happened? This is the polar nuclei. So after 8 nucleate stage, as I just discussed, cell wall are let down. Right? And when there is formation of cell wall, this leads to the development of or well development of female gametophyte. So after the 8 nucleate stage, cell wall are laid down, leading to the organization of typical female gametophyte, right? 6 of the 8 nuclei means 3 at micropylar end and 3 at antipodal end. Sorry, 3 at chalazal end. So 6 of the 8 nuclei are surrounded by cell wall and organized into cells. See this? They get organized into cells. यहाँ भी देख सकते हैं, they get organized into cells, and remaining 2 come to the center. Remaining 2 nuclei are situated in center below the egg apparatus. So remaining 2 nuclei are situated below the egg apparatus in the large central cell. This is the large central cell, and you will find here polar nuclei, right? Now see the distribution of cells in the embryo sac. A typical mature embryo sac is 8 nucleate and 7 cell. You can see 3 cells are grouped at the micropylar end. यहाँ आप देखो 1, 2, 3. 3 cells are grouped at the micropylar end and form egg apparatus. It consists of 2 synergids. See this, 2 synergids and 1 egg cell. So 3 cells are grouped at the micropylar end and form egg apparatus. It consists of 2 synergids and 1 egg cell. अब इस synergids को भी देखेंगे तो synergids के अंदर you will find a special cellular thickening. यहाँ आप देखो special cellular thickening at the micropylar tip, and this is called filiform apparatus, right? तो synergids के अंदर भी आपको मिलेंगे filiform apparatus. अब इनका काम ये होता है कि it helps to guide the pollen tube into the synergids. So ये filiform apparatus का function हुआ. अब अपोजिट में देखें चैलाजल एंड पे, you will find 3 antipodal cells. 3 antipodal cells या simply you can say antipodals. तो आपको यहाँ चैलाजल एंड पे मिलेगा. And the large central cell, see this in center, you can see this one, the large central cell having 2 polar nuclei. So overall you can see number of nucleus is 8, but the number of cell is 7. 3 cells here, 3 cells here, 3, 3, 6, and 1 is the large central cell, 7. But the number of nuclei is 8, 3 in antipodal, 3 at this one is 1 in each synergids, एक यहाँ 2 और एक में 3 यहाँ भी हो गया, तो 3, 3, 6, 6 and 2 at the center. So number of nuclei altogether 8, right? So you can see sometimes it is asked, now explain the 8 nucleate and 7 celled structure of embryo sac. So you have to explain like this. Now see the overall formation of female gametophyte, the most important part of this video. You can see, you can start from here. फंक्शनल मेगास्पोर, व्हाट्स हैपन आपको पता ही है कि क्या हुआ था. यहाँ न्यूसेलस के पास माइक्रोपाइलर एंड की ओर एक मेगास्पोर एमएमसी मदर सेल का फॉर्मेशन हुआ. दे गोज अंडर डिवीजन, मायोसिस डिवीजन हुआ था, एंड दे फॉर्म्स 4 टेट्राड, राइट? Out of 4, 1 remain functional, 3 degenerates. Now the nucleus of this functional megaspore goes under mitosis division to form 2 nuclei. Both nuclei moves towards opposite pole, forming a central vacuole. तो दोनों तरफ हो गए. Again it divide to form 2. Then again it divide to form 4 nuclei at each end. Right? Out of 4, 1 nucleus from Each end come to the center forming two polar nuclei and rest will convert into cell. 3 antipodal cells and 3 chalazal cells. So you can see this one is the embryo sac. You can see inside this one. It is the entire ovule and inside ovule this is the micropyle end. Micropylar end की ओर देखेंगे you will find egg apparatus having 2 synergids, 1 central cell. Right? So I think it is very clear how the formation of female gametophyte occurs in plant. So this is end of part 1. In part 2, I'll discuss male reproductive organ of flower. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day.